because I'm trying to see. I don't like it this way. Hold on a second, guys. But if it could be like that, they can see you still.
Yep.
Because I need to be able to read. Shalom, shalom. Please tune on in, and let us know where you're tuning in from. Oh, what happened?
It's locked. You can't change it in another video.
Oh. Okay, so this is gonna have to stay like this. Shalom, shalom over on YouTube. We're trying to be big people. We're going live on YouTube and on Instagram at the same time. So pray for us.
I see how it go.
Yeah, shalom, shalom. We are so excited. This is our first live with the Q&A series that we're going to start doing on Sundays. Shalom, Daddy. We running late. We always late. You gonna sit down, Judah? So we are always late. I think Daddy is talking to us. Okay. This is YouTube, right?
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram. Shalom. From Atlanta. Whoop whoop.
I can't read. I ain't got my glasses on. I can't read.
Okay, so Instagram, I have a lady, Miranda, says she's gonna go over on YouTube instead. Awesome, awesome. Shalom over on YouTube.
How you doing?
And shalom over on Instagram. This is a lot going on. Can you stay overstimulated? But it's cool. I'm super excited to be on both. Shalom, Miss Terry. Yes, from Jersey. Shalom, shalom. Okay, so we only got about 30 minutes. Can you guess why? Because we got 5 kids and Judah is right here waiting to holler.
Right. Just finding the reason. Just waiting on the reason.
Waiting on the reason to scream. Shalom. So let's get right into it. This live is a Q&A on some questions that we had given to us last week. So how we're going to work this live Q&A on Sunday evenings is at the end of this live, which you should know if you watch the whole thing, at the end of this live, in the comments below, go on ahead and ask any questions that you want us to answer for the following week. We'll pick 3 and we'll answer them next Sunday, sometime in the evening. Why you got Tylenol?
That's not a snack. That's not a snack. Thank you.
Baby Judah. Okay, sit, lay down. Go sleep. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We picked 3 questions from last week, so we're gonna start with the first questions. All right, I'm just making sure we got some action going on both of them, and we're looking good. All praises. So the first question that we have is how. Okay, let's set the scene.
Right.
Shalom, I'm Amber.
And I am Xavier. Nice to meet everybody.
And we are Butlers Unboxed.
Yes.
We are full-time RV family, and now we're a family of 7 living in a 37-foot fifth wheel. Whew. So that's our setup. So that's who we are. We have been full-time RVing going on 2 years now. It has been awesome. Not really looking forward to change it just yet. We got more to see. We got more of Yah's country to look into. Shalom to everybody that just came in on Instagram, and shalom to everybody that just came in on YouTube. So now let's dive into the questions. So the first question is, how do we plan where we're going, and is there any particular apps that we use to plan? Right? You want to start, or you want me to start?
I guess I can start first.
Okay.
So one of the major ways to plan where we're going is the season. Of course, the time of the year matters, whether you're going to be in the mountains or at the beach.
Because we're not going to Arizona in the summertime.
Definitely not going to the desert
in the summertime.
No.
Right.
So,
and in the winter, we ain't going
up north. We will not be in Omaha, Nebraska in December.
And no, we're not. So, what is he in?
He got a bathroom bag somewhere. Your little vitamin bag.
Hey, don't go in that bag. You want? Come here. They like you better anyway. Come here, say shalom.
Come here.
Tell the people shalom. You ready? Baby Judah getting ready for bed, but he won't go to bed.
Right.
Say shalom.
Shalom.
Wait. Shalom. Say Instagram.
Dada.
And YouTube.
You.
Yay. Tell them bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. They finally saw
Leave
it.
room.
They finally.
Leave
Hey,
room.
stop pulling out stuff.
Go. Oh, he was on her.
It's okay.
Leave room. I'll call you in a minute, okay?
Gotta be good.
Right. Well, it can't even go live, y'all.
But y'all, I think y'all like this. I think y'all like this. We can't.
This the real. This
right.
the real.
So like he said, it's the seasons. First of all, we pick. Okay, what season are we going into?
Right.
So where do we want to go? What's something else we use to determine where we're gonna go?
So I guess another good resource for determining where you want to go is literally just knowing out of your childhood where are the places that you've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go to the Grand Canyon, so this year that's where we're going. We're going to the Grand Canyon, and anything else that's along the way or past it, that's where we're going.
Yes. Another thing that we use to determine where we're taking our next trip is the people.
Right.
Right? So being that we are content creators, YouTubers, Instagrammers, we have met people along our journey, and we have begun to be family with these people, right? So there comes times where in the year you're like, oh, I miss them. We need to go see them.
Right.
So, or I want to go see this cousin we haven't seen in a while,
right.
Or I want to go see a friend or whatever. That determines where we're going to go. So when we do plan our stops, thank you. When we do plan our stops, we include places like Yosemite or the sand dunes or the red rocks in Sedona. Look at me, I'm giving all the hints away. Or I don't think we can go on Highway 1 because you said that won't work on with the RV.
Or we can't go up it with the fifth wheel. We can go up the adjacent road and come across.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go on Highway 1 in California, but we'll see if we can make it there. But I know for the winter haul, so being that it's seasons, so we're in Tennessee, right? We know in Tennessee we don't want to do the winter, so we say what's warm. We pick a place. Who do we know there that's warm? In a warm spot, and normally it's like 3 or 4 families, and a lot of times we meet people along the way and we stay.
Right.
So that's the cool thing about RVing. You're not really in a rush to come back somewhere. So it's places like bucket list places, the weather, the season, people strongly determine where we're going, because we're on this journey to spread the love and the glory of the Most High and be a light and to fellowship and to be with others. What's something else you think?
So there's a lot of other YouTubers that travel full time, like
Shalom on YouTube,
on a regular basis, that find places that we may not have otherwise found.
Hold on, baby. He got a medicine bag. Can you go get it?
Sorry.
Hold on, y'all. Judah got into a medicine bag. We don't want him to make a mistake and take Tylenol. So hold on. Say shalom.
Hello.
So waiting on Zay to come back. Let him finish his thought. Do you remember your thought?
Just YouTubers, other YouTubers that travel.
And yeah, we do like to meet up with other YouTubers. So like for instance, we were in Florida for spring. It wasn't summer yet, right?
Yes.
Be good, Judah.
Come on now.
Your auntie gonna get you.
Right. TT gonna get you.
So we were in Florida for the summer, and we ran into about 3 other RV YouTubers, and that was so cool to be able to sit. And that's something we all had in common. We all know how to sit down somewhere and get a campfire going or grill out and just relax and do a whole lot of RV. A whole lot of nothing. Go get your cup too.
Go get your cup.
So meeting up with other YouTubers is super fun, especially when you have something in common. Especially large family RVing YouTubers. That's fun.
It is.
Because sometimes when you get with a YouTuber that's only a man and a wife, and they're like, man, your kids, wow. That's not so fun because we don't really.
Can't really relate.
You can't really relate. That don't mean we
I'll
won't
be
see.
right back. Y'all go ahead.
That don't mean we won't see. Try, come and see you. But it's just better when you get with somebody that has something in common with you. So also on that question, so I hope that helps. We just literally pick seasons, people, places. We're big national park people, big state park people, big hiking. We love nature. We like hiking, seeing waterfalls, any kind of landmarks. We're going to hurry up, pull over. We're them types, right?
Right.
Notice the new merch, mountains and the water.
Yeah.
We love to hike and we love the waters, whether it's a beach, a lake. We like looking at Abiya's art, okay,
Right.
which is nature. The second part to that question that was asked last week was, is there any specific apps that we use to plan out these trips? Okay, just a second. We have a question over on YouTube with, oh, it went away. How do you go back? I'm considering a class A class B or a C camper, okay? Something that I can handle since it's just me and my daughter. I think she threw up on me. Oh, don't give me, girl, since it's just, oh no, you finna turn around, shawty. You're not finna get my new merch shirt. Click it. Oh, go back. Okay. Do you have any advice where I can find a good camper without breaking the bank? So, some of you do know that we do have something called the chat box. The chat box is a virtual service that we offer to help you find a RV. Not something new because people can find new RVs all day long. We specialize in finding a used, pay in cash RVs, right? That can give you what you're looking for in the price range that you're looking for.
Right.
So, she threw up everywhere. Anybody gonna tell me she threw up? Shalom. Shalom to my doula is on. Woo! Shalom. So the chat box will definitely help, but any advice that we have, they can definitely help. I'm going to be inboxing you, and we could talk more about that because we would love to help you find a B or a C. Okay. Right. So when we contact you, we'll figure out the price range and we'll go from there. We do offer for anybody that is looking to do or need help finding their next home on wheels or just a way to be a little looser and travel. We do have a free 30-minute meet and greet before you purchase any of our services. That way we can make sure that we can help you and that you like us.
Right.
Okay. So we will definitely get with you on that. I'm excited to know that you're looking for class B or C. So back to the quick question is, what apps do we use?
So I like RV Parky. RV Parky, you can use the app to pull up campgrounds, state parks, and it'll show you, like, other people can use the app and leave comments. So they can leave comments and reviews based on cell phone service, because a lot of people who travel need service to work.
Right.
There's a lot of people who travel full time and they use the internet to work and they have to have good, strong service. So cleanliness, cell service, location, just all around reviews of the parks. RV Park is really good. That's really the only one that I used that I found that was useful. All the rest of them, they're just like regular RV park sites where you just look at the actual campground and book your site. So,
but as far as like traveling, when we do travel, these like heading out to Arizona is over what, 1,000 miles?
It's 2,000 miles.
So anyway, but we're splitting it up. We're not rushing. We're taking what, 14 days to get there?
Yeah, it'll take about 14.
We're taking 14 days to get there because we're stopping to see people along the way, which I'm totally excited about. So we're getting to where we're going without feeling that tiredness of the rush.
Right.
Other apps that we do use as far as like finding good gas prices, that's very important. There's an app that you use.
So I like Gas Buddy. Gas Buddy, you can use it to look up the current gas prices at gas stations and truck stops along the way.
Yeah.
That way you're not breaking the bank by just stopping at certain gas stations. But when you've got a really large rig, sometimes you're just more comfortable with going to strictly truck stops. So
Right.
you could also use it to set it up that way where you can stop at truck stops and see the differences in the prices of fuel as well.
Yeah. Now, another app I think you have used before, but Zay really don't have to use it anymore because Zay is really good at reading maps, is the app that shows you if a bridge is coming so you can know if your RV will fit under that bridge. What's that? Do you remember the name of that app?
There's a lot of apps. Not very many of them were actually accurate. There's a lot of trucker apps, Truck Path, but they were still, to me, they weren't any better than Google Maps.
Okay.
It's one of those things where it's really a good idea to learn how to read your route before you go. When you're talking about leaving with a big rig. Now, if you're in a C class or
do
in
your
a B,
thing. Do your thing.
like, cruise on, because
Right.
it's going to be no different. But for people who got big rigs, 40 footers, and you're pushing 13'6" as far as height, it's just a good idea to learn to pre-trip your route
Pre-plan.
before you go.
Right. We're not really big. You would think so because we're content creators and social media people, but we're not big app people when it comes to traveling.
Right.
We're not. We literally take the time. We take about a month to plan out and that goes for the budget. That goes for what do we need to prepay for. That goes for saving for the fuel. We pre-plan, and that's just how we do it. We gone ahead and find the spots we're going to stay at, and we instead of waiting to get an app, unless we were just winging it.
Right.
We have done that, and we boondocked.
There's
a lot.
also another app we use while we're traveling, Harvest Host.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Why we act like we don't know that?
Right,
But it's because
so-
it's a website. It's not really that app.
Well,
it's the app too.
to me, it's still the same thing as an app because
Uh-huh.
you can't use the app too,
Right.
but you use it to stop at secure places that are fun, that places that you want to go to,
Yeah.
breweries or wineries or just
farm,
wherever you want to go
the
to. That's
farm.
weird, right?
Yep.
Along the way, that when you get there, you don't have to pay,
Right.
and it's something that's secure where you're not staying in a parking lot.
Right. Okay, so I think that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's enough
that's a lot for
information.
traveling.
Yeah, that's enough information on that first question because we still got 2 more questions,
Right.
and Judah is waiting to holler. Okay,
Right.
so
He's
we're gonna
dying to come back.
we're gonna move on because we're 17 minutes in. So the second question was, how do we? What was it? Okay, this is my daddy. Let's see what he wants. What app do you use to pass under overpasses when traveling to see? Okay, we just went over that. Daddy not listening. Daddy ain't listening. Maybe he was typing slow.
It could be. He could have just finished.
Daddy, we just answered that question. Zay said that app is not really accurate. We recommend Google Maps. Do you have a post office box in a designated state? Yes. And how do you? Oh, I keep touching the wrong thing. Okay. And how would I forward mail? Instagram me asking no questions. Instagram, what y'all doing? Ask us some questions. Shalom. Let me wave at some people real quick. Oh, go back. Go back. Okay. So yes, we do have a post office box in a certain state, and that state is where our domicile is. That's our
Right.
home base, which a lot of you guys already know. We out of Tennessee. And how would you forward mail? You can forward mail to anywhere. You can forward mail to the next place that you're going if you have a family or a friend there. You can forward mail. We actually use a service called Traveling Mailbox.
Right.
They forward our mail. That's where our mail goes. And once a month, or if we need it, I'm able to look at what the mail is. I can say either shred it, trash it, we need that, we don't need that, forward that to me now. They can forward it to the current campground we're at. They can forward to my mama house if I know I'm gonna be at mama house in a couple of days or a week. They can forward to Nebraska if they know I'm going to that family or their friend's house or whatever. And so that's how we forward our mail. And you're currently in Texas and considering going towards the Midwest to be a little closer to family. And that is so awesome. I just realized that I actually need to move a little closer to family, but that's for another video.
Yeah.
Hey, Simone. So
Hey.
Instagram, I think Instagram got something to say now. Oh, I have shalom.
Shalom.
Gordon.
What's up?
Gordon, how drink up. Drink it. Whoop. Shalom. We too hype over
One more
here.
minute, one more minute,
I need to go to
okay?
bed.
Go back to your bed, okay? I'm gonna give you a cookie, okay?
Hey, go to bed. I'm gonna give
Right.
you a cookie.
Hey, you got a problem with snacks?
You go to your room
Go.
and give you a cookie.
Go. Right.
Holding his pamphlet. So the The second
Go lay
question
down.
is
Go sit down. We put
how. Shalom, Andrea. So the second
Go sit
question
down.
is how do you? He can sit right there. It's okay.
He wants a drink.
What you want?
I'll be back.
You want some juice? No. Why you still don't have your pajamas on? Apple. So the second question is how do you RV cheaply? So how do I start that question? There's many ways to RV cheaply. My first thing is try not to finance. Try. We're not against financing. I'm not gonna ever say I see the RV of my dreams. I'm like, Zay, go ahead and pull the plug. We're gonna go ahead and pay a monthly price. So I'm not against it. But if you want to RV in a way to where you can kind of control how much money is coming out each week, try not to finance. Try to buy your RV cash. Try to save up and buy your truck cash. All of that, right? Another way you can RV cheaply is to stay monthly at an RV park. What are we talking about? So, Mr. Gordon, we had 3 questions last week, and we're answering them this week when it comes to RVing or anything, honestly, they want to ask the butlers. And then at the end of this, any questions that are put in the comments after that live, we'll answer next week on next Sunday's live.
Right.
But we're to a point where we actually want to interact with you guys. I want you guys to talk to us because we do a lot of talking to you guys, but we need some of you guys to talk to us. So we wanted to do a live.
Back to the table.
Let's sit at the table if you got a cookie. At what time is it?
Right.
Ooh, okay.
I gave in.
So staying in an RV park monthly is going to be your best bet when it comes to paying for your spot, right? So you can pay, for instance, you can go to an RV park and pay daily, right? Daily can be $32.
It can be $100.
It could be $100. Who gonna pay for that?
Right.
So there's normally a daily rate, a weekly rate, and a monthly rate. We always go for a monthly rate if we want to travel our cheapest.
Right.
And that's because we don't mind traveling at least 2 hours outside of where we are stationed, right? So if we are stationed at a park and we want to go to a national park and it's 2 hours away, well, if they only say $600 a month, and that's our water, our electricity, our gas, I mean, you know,
it's everything,
trash,
all included.
Right. And it's like right now in Arizona, there's one I really want to go to. But
you can't be telling about they can get it.
I'm not gonna tell them what it is. I ain't gonna tell them what it is. They ain't gonna get our spot because I ain't gonna say it. So it's one in Arizona that I want to stay at because it's a resort and it has amenities like the pool in the winter. Okay, suntan in the winter. Okay, a little line. All right, and then it has games and arcade and a pool hall for the kids and all these things. Right. But it's only $600 a month.
Right.
But it's 2 hours from where we really want to be at.
Right.
We would rather drive 2 hours, maybe twice a week, to see who we want to see, but pay $600 a month, right? So 9 times out of 10, we'll go ahead and put a deposit down to hold our spot, and we'll go ahead and save for that spot. We plan for trips for a couple of months, right? So that's another way to cheaply RV. Move slow.
Right.
That's another way to save on fuel costs. We got a couple of questions. I'll get back to them in just a second. So saving on fuel costs. We learned this the hard way. Where we was at? We was hitting fast.
We hit Texas.
Yes, we hit St. Louis. We only stayed like 3 days. Then we hit Kansas City,
Omaha, Denver, the mountains in Colorado.
Yes, the mountains. And then we hit Texas.
Yeah.
And then after that, we stayed in a different parts of Texas. Way too much fuel. We moved too fast, and we did all this in like a month. We spent so much money on gas. But if you slow your butt down, right, you're not paying that much in gas because you get to where you're going and you stop.
Right.
Stay a month. Stop. Keep your grocery budget the same. Try not to eat out so much during your travel. If you want to eat out once you get there, fine. If you're going through a place and want to try,
Go sit down. Go sit
you
down.
gotta eat that in your mouth first, okay?
He the Cookie Monster now.
He looked like Cookie Monster too. Hold on, okay? We talking
Arguing
to
with a 2-year-old is so difficult.
because they don't listen.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Give me a cup. So
Give me a
don't
cup.
go so fast. That's another way. Do you have any other ways to RV cheaply? I went over.
So it depends on everybody's situation is different. Some people just want to just get out and go. Like say
And some
I
people
want to
got the
go.
money. Some people got the money.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm talking about I'm talking about the people who trying to RV cheap.
Right,
People
that's
with
true.
people with money, they gonna do what they want to do.
We're not talking to
But
them.
people who trying to RV cheaply,
Look, we're not talking to them.
right? You may want to go to Napa Valley. It's an
Ooh.
amazing place.
Are you gonna take me? I've never been.
Yeah, we going. But
We got to find a babysitter.
so I said it. Say you could go there and say there's an RV park that needs a little help in the office or on the yard.
Yes.
And you just strike call up, be like, hey, do y'all need somebody to work camp? And you can stay there for free or for free
And get
paid while you're there. And as long as you're staying for 2 to 3 months at a time.
Yes, and
So
that's called
there's
work camping.
Work camping. So there's a lot of ways to RV cheaply.
Okay,
It just
hold
depends
on.
on which way you want to do it.
Hold on, okay? Work camping is huge when it comes to RVers. Again, it's a way to make extra money and to pay for your living with your time and not with your money. Okay, so work camping. All right, so we said pay for things in cash when it comes to the RV and the truck, and then we went over the fact go slow, don't be going fast unless you a weekend warrior. Yes, Ruby, work camping is a gym.
Yes.
And then we also said stay a month. Stay a month. Staying a month is your best rate when it comes to an RV park. Okay. We had a question over on what's this? YouTube. And I think we had a question over on Instagram. So we're gonna go over on YouTube and answer that question. This live is right on time. Yay! I was just asking questions in the off-grid camping group. Oh, was you, honey? Was you? Sister Amber, you helped me so much. You're so welcome. I will not forget to inbox you. I got you. I got you. Okay, so I got that. And then over on Instagram, the question is, how do y'all pay taxes?
So back to how we were talking about before with the domicile. So everything that we do travel. We do homeschool legally. If you're looking at this lifestyle, you have to figure out what state
Sit down.
that you want to be tied to when it comes to your taxes, when it comes to your schooling regulations. A lot of people have concerns with gun control as far as concealed carry and reciprocity. So you have to choose what state you want to be tied to, and you get you a traveling mailbox in that state.
In that state, right.
Which gives you a legal physical address.
Wait a minute.
That way you can receive your mail, do your taxes, your school, everything is tied to that address that you choose.
Right.
Because it's a physical address.
Hold on, okay. You gotta go to the bathroom? No, you don't.
So yes, that would answer the question.
And that's where full-time RVing really comes in handy, because you can pick what state you want to pay taxes out of.
Right.
If there's a state that taxes, I'm like, I'm not gonna pay that. You have the right to pick another state
I'm gonna give you one. Go your first.
to make your domicile. So
Right.
yes, we do pay taxes just like everybody else.
Right.
I'm trying to be like y'all, Mr. Gore. We try to be like y'all. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, so that's some of the tips that we have when it comes to traveling cheaply.
Right.
There's the last question that we have for tonight came off of Facebook, and that question was, I'm trying to remember it because we got both phones running right now. And that question was, dang it.
I was trying to get you to write it down.
It was something about, it has something to do about budgeting. But I think traveling cheaply is kind of the same thing. Like RVing cheaply is kind of like the same question. So what we're gonna do now is since we can't remember that question.
Right. Anybody got any other questions?
You can ask a question on here and we'll answer it here. If you have any questions when it comes to homeschooling, if you have any questions on what type of RV you probably should get, when you have a question on maybe downsizing, you have any question on whatever. So you used to put a question in a question box. What? I don't know what a question box is. I don't know what a question box is. Maybe you put it in the chat. I don't know. Let me go back and look. Because I didn't know there was a question box.
I don't know nothing about no gram.
Right. I don't know nothing about the gram cracker.
Hey, brand new to the live.
Yes. All right, Miss Shuria. I don't see the question box. it's a gnat in here. So if you can ask your question on here, that'd be fantastical.
Oh, he trying to get my juice.
Move your
That's
juice.
what he trying to get my juice.
He wants your fruit.
I had the door open.
How is it boondocking? Oh, we like this question. We like boondocking.
I'm boondocking as long as you're prepared for it. You take your water with you.
Yep.
A lot of people enjoy having stuff like air conditioning and lights and water and stuff. So
we don't
generator.
we don't recommend boondocking in the summer.
It depends on where you at, and
True.
I mean, some people don't care.
Some people don't care about being hot.
My granny used to be in 110-degree weather with a little fan this big, and she was perfectly fine. So everybody different. So, but boondocking though is perfectly fine. You just focus on water conservation, so you don't have to worry about running out of water.
Yep.
Or having to dump your tanks a lot.
Yes, and so we love boondocking. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, Sam. So we like boondocking, and that is because it allows us to go to places that you normally can't go to if you have to have water and electricity hookups, right? So we have boondocked at, you know what? There was a truck stop that was pretty awesome. That
was dope. Down in Texas.
It was
in New Mexico.
It was Texas.
It was in Texas.
It's out with an A.
I don't remember the name of it now. I don't remember.
It had the
But
best
it was dope though.
barbecue restaurant.
It was fire. It had some brisket. Boy, that stuff was just it was smacking.
Was it Alamo? No.
Nope. Was it Alamo, Texas?
It was Alamo.
It might have been Alamo.
It was a nice, and we boondocked there. They had a playground. They had everything. We outside the electricity, for our phones, whatever. So in order to boondock, we have a generator in case we need lights or power for any reason, right? And that's the whole way you set up your RV for boondocking, right? Pre-pepper meal, especially with 5 children. And we fill up the water tank. You may not get a bath every day.
Right.
Right. But I mean, it's part of it. And what else we do for boondocking? Water, electricity. Maybe that's it. Boondocking is fun.
It's the same as living normally, just on a very minimalistic way with your resources.
Yeah, and it's fun though. It kind of tests you a little bit.
Right.
Another question over on Instagram is, do you like to play board games? Yes, we do love to play board games, but sometimes you got this.
Yes, right. You got pee. But no one's in the bathroom.
We got one bathroom, son.
The next break we'll have 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, hopefully we can get in our next week. We can get 2 bathrooms. So, yes, we do like playing board games, but a lot of times, baby Judah like to knock over the pieces, so we don't get to do it as much. You want to say shalom?
Shalom.
There's a lot of people on here. Say shalom on YouTube. Say shalom YouTube.
Shalom, YouTube.
Say shalom Instagram.
Shalom, Instagram.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So that is all the questions I think I've answered over on Instagram. I'm checking YouTube. We got 2 more minutes. If anybody have any other questions, definitely go ahead and put them on the live chat. If you are watching this replay, be sure to put your question at the bottom. And then we will pick 3 and we will start saying names because we want to start doing shout outs, okay? We want to start giving y'all some extra personal love. We got 2 questions going now. We got one on Instagram, one on YouTube. Is it best to buy your RV outright or make monthly payments? It's up to the person. I personally recommend, no man, Peyton. I personally recommend buying it outright, and I say that because of our reason of starting this journey, to bring cost of living down so that we can spend our time together more than actually making money. I mean, you got to choose, So we figured if we had less bills, maybe he could be with me more and be with the children more. We could be together more. Instead of him, Peyton, have a seat, we're doing something. Instead of spending all his time at work to pay for things. So because that was our reason,
right,
then buying outright was our best option. So if anything was to happen financially where jobs may have changed or whatever, you can't see, can you? Where your glasses, sir?
I was trying to read them little words over there.
Where your glasses?
No.
You are 30-some years old squinting.
Hey, look.
Put your
I'll put
glasses.
glasses on one of these days.
They just collect dust, and he can't see. So I recommend buying outright because the world is always changing, situations change, and being that we don't have a backup house, we don't want this to be taken.
Right.
So our best bet was to buy it in cash. Second question, I'm gonna go over on YouTube for a second, and Mr. Gordon, I come right back to you on Instagram. The second question is, how do you balance everything? Miss Ruby, can you be more
Specific.
specific? Okay, specific. Uh, specific. Can you be more specific, Miss Ruby? Come back to you, Miss Ruby, over on Instagram. Mr. Gordon, I have an adult question. I'm gonna read it, but that don't mean I'm gonna answer it. How do y'all manage with the kids doing the nasty in RV? I'm gonna just say this.
I'm gonna answer it real quick.
Okay.
We have a washer dryer combo that's in our room.
No.
And
I'm gonna say this.
What?
We got 5 kids, so obviously we manage. We're gonna shut that one down.
All right.
Mr. Gordon, can't be talking about that on the Instagram. Somebody retracted their question. Can you put it back? I want to read it. Okay, there you go. How do you advise someone interested in permanent stationary RV living?
It's a lot.
It's a lot. We find them all the time. You can find them by buying. Some people sell RV lots.
Right.
Florida got a lot of them, and you can buy it like it's yours. You can buy RV, park it, and you have somebody to bring it to you. You can hire a truck to bring it to you, and you don't have to move it. It's a really good way of RV living. You can live really glamorous in an RV. So, but if you want more detail, definitely inbox us at Butlers Unbox is it Yahoo? At yahoo.com. We would love to give you way more details and maybe help you out. I like planting flowers. I do like planting. I like my garden, but I be falling off, right? And then my vegetables start drying up. But I'm gonna do better in my fall haul. I'm gonna try better. I got the baby out. I got a little more energy now.
All right. We'll see. We'll keep you updated in about 3 months.
And then Sam, I'll let you know how they go. And do you guys like? Okay, got that one. We hilarious. Okay, there's another question. Okay, so I got that. Travel, work, children. Okay, so that was. I'm just learning, Miss Ruby, to be gentle with myself. I'm just learning that everything will get done in a day. I am just learning to be what Abia wanted me to do their day would get done when it gets done. You know what I'm saying? Is he?
Oh yeah, I got kid that's done.
He left a 2-year-old on the toilet. Okay. Because this is really fun. We're having a great time. This is our adult time right now. Children. When it comes to the children, Ben that is 5 now. I have to move a little slower so I won't overwork myself. I won't get overstimulated, and I won't get frustrated. So like in the mornings, and I give the 9-year-old and the 6-year-old more things to do to help out. So that's kind of how I balance that. Traveling is just our lifestyle. So everyone still has a job. Jeremiah has things he got to do to get the house ready to move. Peyton has things at the house she got to do. It's her job. In order for this RV to move, your chore needs to be done. It can be make sure all the spices are not leaning over. It can be make sure all the flowers that's on the table are on the ground, under the table. Make sure the chairs are laid down flat. It can be make sure all the doors are closed so that the slides won't get stuck. Everybody lives in this house, and I actually hold everybody accountable to do something, from the 4-year-old on up. Judah, we don't give him nothing to do, but just be your best, baby Judah. So that's how we manage it. And a lot of times, I'm learning to lean on my community if I need help, and let Abiyah help me just by staying in my word. And that's how I honestly manage a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it becomes a lot sometimes, but hey. Day by day is all we got. Like right now, I think I had a pretty long weekend, even though it did Shabbat. So tomorrow, we're taking it slow. We didn't plan nothing for tomorrow other than mommy gets a little alone time in the morning. I may go to a coffee shop, sit by myself, put some music in my ear, and maybe plan more content. And then daddy gets the kids for maybe an hour, and we may switch out before he goes to work. Daddy gets to go work on his business, and I get the children. I may take them to the park or go walking around the campground. But when you RV, and sometimes you get in a place where you don't have a lot of family around, and you and your husband or you and your wife is all you got to be stronger than ever in a really tight ship. Another question. I'm going to send you a message on Instagram unless you can post the email, please. Let me post the email. What is the email? Can you send a message? What's this?
What you said?
But what? Please send me a message on Instagram. Pretty, please. Because I can check that quicker. You're welcome, Miss Ruby. The next question is okay, I think that's it. The rest of these are just statements, and I totally appreciate it. We had a total blast talking to you guys. We are a strong 40 minutes. And it's
right. He's back. What? Hey, I'm gonna get. If you want cookie, you gotta go to your room and sit down.
You want applesauce? Give me a second. We're closing out.
Almost
Go have
done.
a seat, Peyton.
They couldn't make it. They couldn't make it to the end.
No, we're gonna give them a little credit. The favorite. Oh.
Do you guys like the color? Now, I don't like color. I used to color and read a lot when I was a kid, so I don't like the color no more. I'm actually pretty decent, but no.
So, thank you, Miss Ruby. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We love all of you guys, too. We love all of you guys, too. You guys really keep us connected when we sometimes feel so far because we move ourselves away from everybody sometimes. Like, why are we out here?
Right.
We got to go back to some people. So, thank you. I think that is it. Shalom.
Yes.
We miss seeing you, Mr. Michael. All right, that's it. Shalom. And like I said, if you have any questions after you watch the replay, put them in the comment box below. We will pick 3. We will see you guys next Sunday. Until then, merch is available. Live light. Okay? Don't stress yourself out with these things that society say you have to have. And don't forget, be a light. Brotherly love is a commandment. So this week, reach out, touch somebody, be a light, and show a little love. And make sure you're gentle with yourself and gentle with others. Until next Sunday, shalom.
Shalom.